Hi, sewing friends. This is Stephanie from Ashtown Creations. I was at a handmade market on the weekend and I just wanted to show you my booth set up a little bit. This is a 10 by 10 foot tent. I have mesh walls up. I have a 6 foot table and a 4 foot table. This one is the 6 foot. I use crates to display my items, and I have fan for when it gets hot. This rack that we're looking at now is a collapsible rack or folding rack that I got from Wayfair. It's the greatest because I can just collapse it down to almost nothing. It's long, but anyways, we can collapse it down, and that shelving unit also collapses. I use my crates for my cash stand as well, and I have a little top that I got from the dollar store. And now we're in my basement. I look at this mess afterwards and I just get overwhelmed. So here I am starting to go through. I actually start with all my crates because I carry a lot of the bigger bags in that. That one's the Windsor bag by Harrow Lane. Those are the Lauren totes, and I like to actually display those up on that shelf there so I can see them while I do other work. I find them very inspiring. So I also, the space between the calyx shelves there and the where I put the Laurens is a space where I can put my big sign that I had out front. What I'm working on now is a 3-layer bathroom caddy. I just find it very handy, especially with the handle. I'm just cleaning some stuff out that I don't want to stay in there or that I may need. And behind where I'm going back behind me is actually the fireplace mantle. I store some things on there. So that tucks in easily in between those two shelves. I like to nest my crates so I can store them a little easier. So I'm back in my, we call it the workshop area, but it's my big sewing area back in there. So just turning on some lights and emptying out more crates. I have the regular size crates, and then I have two smaller ones that I also bought for display things. I have lots of little bins that I got from the dollar store. I also use, so the shipping air pods, I'm not really sure what they're called. I use those for stuffing my bags. So there's one of the fans, and they're rechargeable. So I grab my little USB-C and make sure that it's charging. I have two of them, and they're fantastic. They oscillate and they change speeds. So just more bins. And there's how I keep my bags, little shopping bags that I give people when they purchase an item. I have smaller ones there, and I have bigger ones in a box. That's the box. And I also have some in a big black carrier that I have. That's how I store all of my wallets, in that one bin. And if I'm lucky, things get put away in a pretty good order. If it's been a very hectic close up shop, like when we close up the market, things get put away in spots that I don't really want. I have a bin. The one I'm working on now is just a bin for bags, but I have one that I like for fabrics, and I have one that I like for the retail display stuff. And this is just one of the extra ones. And actually, I will be taking the items out there and storing them in that bin, the empty bin, so I can just store them up on the shelf. They store up nicer. They're not in the way. When I leave them in the crates, they kind of get in the way. So, yep, just putting some more things away. Trying to make everything fit. And there we go. And I can tuck some of that stuff up on the shelf. So it's not, I'm not tripping on it. So, so the two bags that I just took to the shelf behind me, I've got a few more things that I want to store up there. Some toiletry bags and stuff. Again, moving more crates. I have a an old TV stand in there that I like to put these little bins in. They hold all of my little coin purses, and I do poop bag holders, so they hold all of those. So now I'm looking in my display bin. I have yeah, everything I need for displays, the hooks, stands, picture frames, with pricing and stuff in it. Now I'm grabbing my fabric bin. I'm going to start unpacking it in the workshop area. So just now I'm going to move you around. So here we go. That's my desk. There is the fireplace and where I'm storing some of the things. I will give you a better tour another time. See, there's the space in between. Everything fits perfectly in there. We still got some stuff around that needs to go away. So we're going to move in and start unpacking my fabric bin. So here we go. I've got my hooks. So this is how I store them. I think this was a pattern by So Sweetness. I tried once and I don't really want to make any more, but they come in very handy. There's 3 of them and they have the plastic on the front so I can see what's in them. I like taking all of my bags, especially the hanging ones with straps. I like to take them out and hang them all up. The rack that I'm hanging them on, I just found at the side of the road. Somebody was getting rid of it, so my husband put it up for me so I could have an extra shelf and hang things. Yeah, more stuff. I have a big roll of foam that's kind of in the way. I need to use it. I don't really like it. I prefer the Bosal in our foam, and I'm also going to try the Pretty in Pink foam from Galaxy Customs. So I've got a bunch of wristlets that I hang up. I try hang those by the D-ring or the hardware anyways, so that I don't really like hanging things by straps, but I will if I have to. So yeah, just a few of them. And of course I have to try and get everything facing the same way. And now I've got, these are all of my triple zip, the crossbody bags. I just did a tutorial for the triple zip by Soda Kine. I, again, like storing them all hanging. So, and unfortunately I have to sew them by, hold it like up by the strap. So, yep, just hanging those. And now I'm grabbing my all of the Dana packs that I made from Lynn's Handmade. So I've got a bunch of those, and I again hang those by the D rings that I put in, and the Dana pack is on my list to do a tutorial. So I'm hoping in the next couple months to have one out for that. As you can see, I'm not really in need of a bunch of Dana packs right now. So yeah, just getting some grass out of the bin. And closing my curtain. I love this curtain. It says life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And usually have all of my curtains closed while I'm working so I can see that. Those bins luckily are stackable. Not all of them can be, so I stack the ones that can. So as an interim thing, I'm just plopping some stuff in that bin. Found a couple more. So now I've got this bin here. I keep some more retail stuff, extra fan. Those are bamboo dish racks that I like to use to display some of my pencil cases and Devon bags, Devon pouches. I use this bin for my cash box. This is a shower curtain that I use on the back of my one of the collapsible display racks that I have. I like to have a nice background behind all of the bags, and I find that works just perfectly. So I'm just going to try and get everything back in here as much as I can, because this is how I'm storing it until the next market. So, and now I'm going to start putting in some of the other flat items. There's some Devon pouches and some, I think, open wide bags. I can't remember. It's a noodle head pattern. Looks like I have some sunglass cases. That's the raccoon case from Pink Pony Designs. So do all that up, shift it in position, we're good. So there, up there, you can see where I put my wallets. There's my bin with more retail stuff, my bags. Behind the curtain here, we've got the hanging stuff. And you know there's more on the other side. You saw me hang those up. And over here, it's an old TV stand, and I've got my heat press on top. A bunch of stuff on the heat press. In underneath, I can store my bins with the small items in it. It's great. I use stools at my markets, and yeah, we're looking a lot better now. And there you can see all the stuff we have. So thank you for joining me while I clean up from my market.